Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I take my history notes. So I usually start off by putting on some study music, but recently I've been listening to this podcast on Spotify called The Motivated Mind, and I really recommend it. I find it really important to make my notes look pretty so that I am more motivated to look back at them. Here, I am just making the title for the notes I am doing today, which is from a reading assignment for my Latin American Studies class. I usually just write it out until I am satisfied with the looks of it and rearrange the words at the top. Before I start my notes, I always skim through the introduction and read all the headings so that I can get a better sense of what the material is going to be about. After doing that, I delve into my notes and start with the introduction. A tip that I have for staying motivated is always keeping a planner nearby to make sure I am on task. And I also put my phone on silence and face it down on my desk so that I am not tempted to look at it. Soon enough, you can see that my notes start to progress and it's starting to look very organized. When I take history notes, I always keep a pile of note cards near me so that I can write down questions and answers to quiz myself on the reading material later on. I used to not do this in the past because I always thought it was a hassle, but it actually is worth the effort so that the information can be easily recalled later. I don't only use note cards for questions and answers, but I also use it for definitions that I find are important to know for the course. I didn't come across a definition in the introduction that I had to write down, so here's me taking note on another question. After the introduction, I start on the main part of the text. I scroll through to see how I want to organize my notes, and in this case, I'm going to do it by heading. So from here, I write the heading name in the same color I did the introduction, and start taking note on the important information I read. I used to have difficulty overanalyzing and writing every sentence of the text, but to overcome this, I recommend writing down things you don't know and things you find are impactful. Another tip I have is if you are that type of person that reads something and then forgets it later, I really recommend jotting down the main idea of a paragraph, and if you keep doing that, you have a written record to keep a track of the information you are reading. For my class, the texts we read are on a website where we can collaborate with others, so if yours is the same, I recommend asking for clarification on stuff you are unsure about or sharing any ideas you come up with. But if your class isn't like this, I recommend keeping in touch with some people in your class to make studying more collaborative. With all that in mind, here is what my notes look like so far. As you keep working on your notes, it should look something like this in the end. Very organized and appealing to look at. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!